guys want to clap?
And this is scene 1A, take one.
Well, welcome back to the Porch Sessions here in Hattiesburg, Mississippi with Miles Doleac. For those of you guys who've been watching this show for a while, you know, we do not have a clapper, and now we have the professional clapper here. That was quite good.
Thank you.
You want to do that again for us?
Sure. This is scene 1A, take one.
Man, Hollywood here in Hattiesburg. Thank you for doing that.
My pleasure, sir.
Well, you know, man, I have to say it's been good to get to know you over this, and good to hear about your career. And even before I moved to Hattiesburg, people were always talking about you. So you've made quite an impression here, and I mean, we're very lucky to have you here. And,
Thank you, Drew. That means a lot.
The students are really lucky to have you as well, I know. So one of the things I wanted to talk about was sort of the influence of the South. And I mean, you're born and raised here in Mississippi, and you live here and you work here. I think that's just fantastic. A lot of people feel that they have to leave to accomplish things, and you don't. And I think that's sort of a misconception when you were talking about going to LA,
right.
and you were working at Starbucks, and then you
right.
come back here,
right.
and you actually have a career doing
right.
it. So
right.
I think it's really important that your story is told on that level as well for the students that are coming up through here. But I want to talk a little bit about, you know, sort of the influence of the South on your work as a person, you know, as a writer and as a creative person. I mean, what does all that mean to you?
I firmly believe, and I say this all the time to people, I firmly believe that there's something in the ground, in the very soil of the Deep South, and particularly the state of Mississippi, the type of creative genius that is bred here. And I'm not calling myself a creative genius, but I'm saying, if you look at the track record, just look at the track record, the William Faulkners, Tennessee Williams, Eudora Welty, Richard Wright, Elvis Presley,
there you go,
B.B. King. I mean, it's unbelievable, really. The long line of artists, brilliant art, groundbreaking, path-breaking artists who have come out of the state of Mississippi, and really in all media, you know, literature, music, film, television, you name it. What is that thing? What is that thing? I don't know. And it's like I think a lot about William Faulkner envisioning Yoknapatawpha County, you know, and he's writing, or Tennessee Williams living on Royal Street in New Orleans and thinking about Laurel, Mississippi, and that's Blanche DuBois. She's exactly the kind of girl that would come from Laurel, Mississippi. You know, what does that mean exactly? I don't know. I think some of it has to do with our proximity to the Port of New Orleans and the fact that we are this kind of really, I don't know if you call it a melting pot or a salad bowl or a little of both, you know, variegated cultures and peoples and ideas. I firmly believe that the influence of the black community is enormous. Obviously a dark period in our nation's history, the period of the slave trade, has a great deal to do with that, and slaves coming into the Port of New Orleans. But in the wake of that comes this sublime art called jazz and blues. All great art, in my opinion, explores the difficulty, the pain, the obstacles of the human dilemma and the human condition. And obviously, you know, if you're a slave in the 19th century United States, you're in about the worst position imaginable. Yep. You're saying, why am I here? What am I doing? And those people came out of that and look at this stuff that they came up with. So, I mean, that is part of Mississippi's legacy. I think that whether you call it nature mysticism or what, in a more rural setting, I think the artist is allowed to sort of contemplate the wider world, the universe, whatever, outside of cities. You go just look at a big old oak tree or a southern pine and walk around in the woods for a little bit and hear the leaves crunching under your feet, and that's Mississippi. You know, it's fried chicken and all these great Southern cooking. I had the quintessential Southern grandmother that on my mother's side, Lillian Rainey, God rest her soul, who wouldn't allow me to go to daycare. She had to take care of me, growing up. You know, sure, there's a lot of bad things have happened in the Deep South over time, but a lot of amazing things have happened too. And there's a special something about the people down here and the culture down here that seems to breed creativity. It's inspiring, you know.
I think very well put, and thank you. I think one of the interesting things that I love about the South is the fact that sort of eccentricity is kind of celebrated a little bit here. It's fine if you're the crazy artist next door. Everyone's fine with that, you know. And I think your point of there's not as many distractions here as well. So you are able to contemplate larger things, and you have the time and the freedom to create. I mean, because face it, I mean, I'm not telling you you don't know. I mean, your time can sometimes be our biggest enemy.
Right.
And fighting for the clock. And in Mississippi, life's a little easier. It doesn't cost as much money to live.
It's a little slower.
Right? And then you can get the support here. So, wait, you touched base on one of my favorite things, food.
Yeah.
So what's your favorite quintessential Southern food? Mississippi food.
My favorite quintessential Southern dish is grits, but here's the caveat. It's so easy to do grits poorly.
Yes.
I'm not talking about instant grits. I'm not talking about those grits that you get at Waffle House that taste like nothing, right?
They're one big piece.
Yeah, right.
It's the grit this big.
I love grits. Okay, but here's the thing. There's so many bad incarnations of grits, but when grits are done right, with like some nice Gruyere cheese, or perhaps some mushrooms, or with a perfectly grilled shrimp on top, or what? Man, maybe a little Creole gravy mixed in. I love grits, but I'm trepidatious at the same time. I see grits on the menu. I don't know.
No, you bite your thing.
Because you might what you might get. You say, well, we have cheese grits here. Oh, okay, but what you might get is those solid chalk white grits with that yellow cheese, on top. It might.
Yeah, I don't know where that cheese comes from.
I don't either.
It's kind of scary. So, well, man, it's been a pleasure having you on the Porch Sessions here. Yeah, Miles Doleac.
My pleasure.
I predict many, many great things for you guys. Make sure you check out the Mississippi Tornadoes, and of course, the Historian, and look for Miles.
Streaming to you on March 24th.
All right.
iTunes, Hulu, Amazon.com, Vudu, Gumroad, Google Play, Sony PlayStation Network. It's coming your way.
Fantastic. So, again, thank you for being here, Miles. Check back with us, the Porch Sessions live in Hattiesburg, Mississippi, for more exciting and fun tales of grits.
I pulled into Nazareth, just a feeling about 10:30. I just need some place where I can lay my head. Hey, mister, can you tell me where a man might find a bed? He just grinned and shook my hand. No, it's all he said. Take a load off Annie. Take a load for free. Take a load off Annie, and you put the load right on me. I picked up my bag, went looking for a place to hide. It's when I saw her coming and the devil walking side by side. Well, I said, hey, coming. Come on, won't you go downtown? And she said, I gotta go, but my friend can stick around. Take a load off Annie. Take a load for free. Take a load off Annie. And you put the load right on me. Go down, Miss Moses, there ain't nothing that you can say. Well, it's just old Luke, and Luke is waiting on a judgment day. Well, now Luke, my friend, what about young Anna Lee? He said, do me a favor, son, won't you stay and keep Anna Lee company? Take a load off Annie, take a load for free. Take a load off Annie, and you put the load right on me. Woo-hoo. Crazy Chester followed me, and he caught me in the fall. Said, I will fix your wreck if you take Jack, my dog. I said, wait a minute, Chester, you know I'm a peaceful man. He said, that's okay, boy, won't you feed him when you can? If you can, take a load off Annie, take a load for free. Take a load off Annie, and you put the load right on me. Come on in, wanna catch a cannonball now to take me down the line. Well, my bag is singing low, and I do believe it's time to get back to Miss Eddie. You know she's the only one who sent me here with her regards for everyone. Take a load off Annie, take a load free. Take a load off Annie, and you put the load right on me. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Oh, yeah. Ooh. God bless. Leave on helm.